This
session.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, whatever we have the sessions, those sessions we already recorded, shared with you. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
I got the link.
yeah, maybe one or two sessions might be missed, the first few sessions. Okay, the important like the database concept might be missed, but the Tableau sessions, I hope it is there, everything.
Yeah, I have it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and we are going to share with you one Dropbox link, so we will keep update the record session in the same link. Okay.
Okay.
Suresh will update that every day in that same session. Okay.
Yeah.
Same Dropbox link. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will discuss a few more formulas and functions on today's session as well.
Sure.
So I'm trying to open a global store here. And just to try to have the order, and so we need to discuss the joins concept that is also missed, that we'll discuss later. Okay. Okay, let me connect to the other one. I'm just starting the orders for here.
Yeah.
Say I want to calculate the margin. Okay, so basically the margin we can calculate is something like profit divided by the sum of the sales. Okay, so we can calculate it. I'm just creating a measure. Okay, margin, sum of the sales divided by, sorry, sum of the profit divided by the sum of the sales. It's called a margin. Okay, click OK. Now done. I'm just try to display the product and display the margin, each product wise. I just want to see the margin. Let me take the product category and also margin. I'm just trying to add here. And in case if you want to see the product subcategory, I can see. Say in case if I'm trying to edit a query, edit a calculation here, if some of the sales is 0, then what will happen? So 1 by, the profit is 100 and some of the sales is 0, something it is there, then what will happen? It will throw an error, right? If there is any sales, if you are trying to make it as a divided by 0, so it always throw an error, correct? Okay. So how we can avoid that? If there is any error, if there is any error is coming, then how we can avoid that? Okay, simple. What we can do, if sum of, so if the sum of the sales is equal to 0, I want to make it as a value as a 0. Okay, if sum of the sales in case if it is equal to 0, I just want to make it as a 0 only, right?
Yeah.
0, then 0, sorry, then 0, else I just want to calculate it. Okay, so if this is 0, I mean the divided by what we are dividing by is, we are keeping. If that is 0, so I want to make it a 0, then sum of the, so then it should be calculated like this. Okay, so this is how, so we can do this. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So whenever you are writing this kind of formula, so do not forget to write this. Whenever you are making a some division, so that always that object you need to make it as a when in case if it is 0, so then 0, else so actual calculation you have to do it for any, see, not only the Tableau tool, like wherever working with any of the reporting tool, so this has to be done because we don't know the division when it is going to be 0. Okay, then it throw in a error, so it will show you the error message if the division is 0. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So this is how we can do this. Okay, now moving on to the other part. So I'm just to try to remove this and changing the, edit the connection. Let me remove this. Should be, do we have a region over here? Region is not there. Let me just change it again. Okay, now just to try to remove this. I don't want to see the margining here. Try to remove the product as well. So I'm just to try to bring the region over here. Not region, maybe let me take some. So I'm adding the sales over here. Okay. So my requirement is here. I want to make this product subcategory into group. Okay. Let's take example. So I have the list of the product over here, right? So product subcategory A and the respected sales revenue is there. B respected sales revenue. C respected sales revenue. E, F, G, H. Okay. Then what I want to do here, I want to make a group one. I want to make a group one as A comma C comma D. Okay. And I want to make a group two. Group two is something like B, F, G, comma H, and group 3. So whatever the remaining products are there, so that I want to make it as a group 3 or other group. Okay, so this is what my requirement. I don't want to see all the products subcategory over here. So there are specific products I want to make it as a group 1, group 2, group 3. How we can achieve this? Okay, I'll tell you. So basically, so we need to write a multiple condition over here, right? So how we need to write here? So if product is equal to A, then I want to display as a group 1. Else if product is equal to C, then I want to display group 2. Okay, so similar way we need to write this condition, then last else, so I want to 0, just end. So this is how we need to write. So we need to write a condition, product equal to A, then group 1, else if product is equal to C, group 2, maybe product is equal to B, then I want to make it as a group 3, group 4, like that. You need to write a multiple condition, else 0, end. So this is how, so we can write a multiple condition. Okay, if you want to display the data with a different multiple condition, then we can go for a if else condition. Okay, so how I am going to write, you can see here. So I'm trying to create a calculated field here. Okay, product group. I'm just making this a product group here. If, okay, let me look at this product also one by one. If product subcategory equal to appliances, then okay, this one I don't want to this. Okay, if product subcategory equal to appliances, then what I want to do, I just want to make it as a group 1. Okay, so I'm just copying. So if you want to write a multiple condition, right? So else if, okay, I'm just copying this. Group 1, again this I'm just making the other value here. Instead of the appliances, I'm making it as a bookcases. Cases group 1. So I just want to make it a group 1 only. Else if again, so instead of this, let me copy this. I just want to make this as a 2 products as a group 1. So now I'm just want to change this. So labels. So I want to make it as a group 2. I just want to have the one more as a group 2. I want to make it as a group 2. So paper. Okay. Then else if so I'm just changing this to okay labels. So we have labels not required. So I just want to make it as a one more thing is which I just want to have a small tables. So I just want to make this as a group 3. Okay, and remaining, so remaining else, Group 4 or other group? Other group. Okay. And okay. So this is how we can write a formula here. Simple formula. Looks is it is nothing. So where I want to have some specific product, I want to make it as a group 1, group 2, group 3. So this way we can change it. Okay, multiple ways. Okay, then click OK. Now, so what I'm trying to do, so let's remove this product category. Now let's have the product group. Now I can see. So automatically the values are calculating here. So the sum of the sales also, which is calculating directly.
Yeah.
Okay. So this way we can have the group calculation. So most of the time requirement, so we'll get this kind of requirement because say end user they want to make some groups. So instead of normally we can do this as in the backend also. If we do it in the backend, that will be good. So but even still, if we are not getting that some calculation in the backend, so that you can do it in the front end also. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. And also if you want to have, so or else we can do other way. So I'm just removing this and product subcategory I'm adding, and I just want to have a product group as a filter. And just want to show you this, go and show filter. Okay, I'll see. I just want to make a group 1. See, so I want to analyze the data for group 2, and I want to analyze the data for group 3 tables and other group. Okay, so this is how, so we can make a filter condition and we can display that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now remove this. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the another requirement. I'm just trying to have the customer name, and also I'm adding the sales and profit, discount, margin, okay. Now I got everything. So now my requirement is, so I can see the data here. So if you want, you can change the sales. So sales dashboard. Okay. So what exactly the requirement is? Say I'm just try to have it. Okay. I want display margin also. Okay. See, I can see the customer name, right? So when you are displaying the data, so end user can access this only, right? So the final output of the report is the only this one. But my requirement is I want to user to change dynamically this dimension. I want to user to change this value to dynamically. Say suppose user want to analyze the data for a particular region, or user want to analyze the data for customer assignment. Okay, or user want to analyze the data for a particular country. Getting?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Instead of always displaying the customer name, I want to user to select it. Based on this selection, in case if your user selected the region, then region data should display. In case if user selected the product, then product data should display. Say suppose, so I need to add it manually, right? Here, if user want to see the product, so I'm just adding the product subcategory. So I'm adding the manually over here to display the data, right?
Yeah.
And again, if user want to see the region, then I need to add the data manually in the report. So I want the user to select the dimensions dynamically. Based on the selection, the data should appear. Okay. Any idea?
Use regions as filters.
Okay. Let's see. If you have the region as a filter, what will happen? So then show filter. So I can select the only the region, right? But I'm not getting the option to select the customer, or I'm not getting the any other dimensions over here.
So you have to link region with the customer.
Okay, let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do it. First, I need to get the list. Okay.
Okay.
So to get the list, customer, product, state. So that all how we can get it. And we need to create a parameter, right? For that, so I'm trying to create a parameter. Okay. Dynamic dimension. Now I'm just adding string. So where I just want to have the list, what I'm trying to do. So what I want to display, I want to display product. Okay, product, which is nothing but a subcategory. Okay, and I want to display region. I want to display customer. What else you want to display? State. Okay, I think that's it. Product, region, customer, state. Okay, then click OK. Now okay, this is the dynamic parameter, right? Okay. What I'm trying to create, say basically based on this selection, so I just say if I select the region data should appear, and if I select the customer, only the customer data appear, and if I select the state, only the state data should appear. Okay, getting?
Yeah. Yes.
So how we can do that? Now I'm trying to create a calculation, create a calculate field. Okay, so dynamic dimension, you can give any name. Okay, so if the dimension equal to dynamic dimension equal to, okay, if dynamic dimension equal to customer.
So how did you get the two codes at the same time?
Which one?
For customer, you have codes, right? So what is the shortcut key? You got the two codes at the same time.
No, I just manually added. Okay, we'll see. Equal to, I just added directly.
Okay, two times.
So and I'm just adding. I'm just typing after that. Customer. Say when dynamic dimension. So when I selected in this as a customer, then what I want to display? I want to display customer name. Simple. Okay. Else if this is what we are going to use most of the projects. Okay, we frequently use this else if conditions most of the time. Else if dynamic dimension equal to, so it's always case sensitive. So state, then I want to display state provenance. Okay. Else if dynamic dimension equal to whatever I written state and what other things we written, product, right? Product,
Yeah, product.
then product subcategory. Let's take the product subcategory. What else I've written? Region also written. Okay. Else if dynamic dimension equal to region, then region. Else, one second. Yeah, sorry, Dheeraj. Now, so click OK. So then what we need to do? So see, is that clear? The formula which I've written here, the code which I've written here. So
Yeah.
when basically first I created a dynamic dimension. Okay, one parameter which I created. Okay, so if the parameter is selected, particular parameter is selected, then I want to see that value. So parameter of the dynamic dimension equal to customer, then I want to display the customer name. Okay, that is how. So written a formula here. So then you remove the region and add this. Okay, now I can see the list of the states, right? By default it is selected this state.
Yeah.
Expand. Okay, now so let's see, I'm just to try to select the product so I can see the products data. Okay, now I'm selecting the region so I can select the region data. Okay, now I'm selecting the customer. I'm selecting the customer's data over here. Okay, so this is the way so we can write a formula. Okay, to make a dynamic data, to display the dynamic values. Okay, and now if you
Yeah.
select product, so I can see the product categories, product subcategory. And if you are selecting the state, I can see the selecting state data. Okay, so this
Yes.
is the way we can change the param. I mean, we can get the data. Okay,
Yeah.
can you try this? Can you try with the measures also? The same way.
So,
So same way you can try with the measures also. Get it?
so first I'll create a dynamic measure sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You need to create the dynamic parameters. Then you have to select this. Once you created the dynamic parameter, then you need to create a dimension or you need to create a measure. Okay, in this
Okay.
dynamic parameter, what you need to write here is, so you need to write a margin, discount, profit, sales. Okay, once you're done,
Yeah.
you need to create a variable that if that is equal to say dynamic measure equal to margin, then margin you have to select whatever I written here. Then if you go to the date, right? So here, so if parameters of the dynamic, I mean dynamic measure equal to sales, then you have to select the sales measure
Yeah.
you have to select. So that is the
Right.
way we have to do it.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay, and also you can take as a ship date where you want to see. If I want to select the year wise data should appear, and if I want to see the month, then month wise data should appear. So that another date related dynamic also you can create.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
any questions, is that clear?
Yeah, that is clear.
No. So moving on to the other part is I'm just to try to remove this and or else you can add one more. And I'm just to try to have the state, and also I'm just to try to have the sales. Let me just change the data source. I just want to see the other data. I'm just to try to bring the state over here, and also I'm just to try to bring the sales. Why I can't see this geo maps? I am not able to see. And let me close it and open again.
Okay.
I just want to have the state and also the sales. Okay, now I can see, right? So California sales and Washington sales, the statewide sales I can see now. Okay. Now I'm just try to create a one parameter over here. Measures. I'm just making this as a string. Sales, I'm making it is profit, quantity, QTY I'm making, discount is DISC. Click OK. Creating a one more part parameter, sorry, field. Okay, dynamic measure. Okay, now if measure equal to sales, then I just want to display the sales over here, sum of the sales. Else if measure equal to QTY, then I want to display the quantity, sum of the quantity. Okay, click OK. What I have written here, I'm just to show it here. Sales, profit, net profit and discount. Else if measures equal to profit, then I want to display the sum of the profit. Else if measure equal to discount, then I want to display the sum of the discount. Else 0 end. Okay, that's it. Click OK. Now let's, what I'm trying to do, let's not take state. Okay, let's just add the only the dynamic measure. Okay, so I'm just adding the measure over here. Now I'm just trying to select this profit. I can see the profit data. When I select the quantity, no more changing. Starting again. Okay, now come back here. So now I added the dynamic measure. So based on the selection, now we'll see I'm just selecting the sales. Okay, now I can see the sales data. See now California 457,688 I can see now. So whenever I'm just changing profit, so now I'll see profit which is showing now. If I want to see the discount, and also if you want to edit this color, the format edit a color, so you can change the different color, orange, blue diverging, click OK. Okay, based on the data selection, sales you select it, and also you select the profit. So now I'll see, and you can select the quantity. Okay, so or else if you want to edit one more color, so you can change the color always, red, blue, diverging. I'll see. So they keep changing the color formatting also automatically. Quantity you'll see now, profit you can see. Okay, and now I want to make this as a dynamic. Okay, see currently I have selected the profit, so this is state wise, say suppose profit wise, profit hotspot by state. Okay, so click OK. Now I'll see. See if I change this, say I'm just changing the quantity, so it should display the quantity. So I want to make a dynamic, I want to display this as a titles as a dynamic. Okay, so then you, what you can do, you can choose parameter over here. Okay, so parameter measure, so I want to make a titles dynamic. Okay, I want to change the titles. So I want to change the titles dynamically should change. Okay, based on the selection. Okay, and if you want to change the background color, go to the format. So I want to change the background color. Okay, border, if you want to make it as a border, this small line. Okay, so this is how. So this is a way. Edit title, and I want to make it as a bold and increasing the font size. You can change it. Okay, so this is how.
Yeah.
So quantity sold. Now if you just expand this. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to select the sales. Okay, when I'm selecting the sales, you can see the sales data. So if you want to see the discounts, I can see the discount hotspot by state. Okay, or you want to see the profit. Okay, so this is a way we can change the titles dynamically based on the selection. You can change the titles dynamically based on the selection. Okay, clear how to change the titles dynamically based on the selection, based on the data which you selected.
Yeah, Madhu.
Similarly you can do it as a values also, based on the value selection. If you want to display that also, we can do it. And also the color formatting, the background color, how we can do it. So this is how we can do the formatting change, background color. So you try that, whatever I just given the small task, right? You try that, and if you face any issue, let me know.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, I think I'll go through this again. I got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have a session tomorrow, same time, and
Sure.
use this new meeting links from tomorrow onwards.
Okay, Madhukar. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dheeraj.
Thank you,
Bye.
Madhukar.
Bye.